Seeing the same positive results?
Yeah, farmland. We've used the NutriPath and some of the same stuff, the Nutri-Pathic and the Genesis Soil Right and the Schaefer's Fish, to a combination on alfalfa, and we've made some. Well, I made one farmer a believer just in one application, enough to join the program, the fall's program, and then through the next year's growing season. So it's definitely does some job, and I've been real happy with that so far.
Visiting with Roland Snabel from Emory, South Dakota. And Roland, you're an old Brookside consultant, and you've been around the program for years and years. You've sold tons of calcium, tons of gypsum, biologicals, liquid calciums. Tell us where you're seeing the best results today.
I think where we're coming from now, the biologics we're using with the Nutri-Pathics and also with the GSR calcium, we've seen the best results. We've seen some tremendous growth in the crops, in yields, and also in some of the golf courses we're working with. We've eliminated the bare spots where grass come back without adding any grass to it. In alfalfas, it's very obvious. We have eliminated the insects in there. We've increased the yield, increased the root system. So we've just seen a lot of things positive with the combination of these two products here. And what's exciting to me is the low rate of the product that we're using, and it's working very well. On a Genesis, we're using like 45 to 90 grams in most cases. Nutri-Pathic, and most of them are 2 ounces per acre of each product or less in some cases, and getting good response, especially in fields where we've got good phosphorus, which is a key in our area. Where we're short, we need to come in with a good source of phosphorus. Other areas where the phosphorus is good, that's not a concern.
So are you seeing not only the big yield increases, but is it also economically more in the farmer's favor? Is this less money than most of the other biological programs or high calcium programs you've worked with?
It's considerably less, plus in most cases we will reduce their commercial fertilizer probably 25 to 30%, which covers most of the cost of the Nutri-Pathics and or the calcium. Plus we have a greater yield, and this last year, especially in our area with the drought, we had some crops come through where within 2 miles of their farm, some of our clients, there's literally everything burned up. So we've seen an immediate change in 1 year. Some of this ground we probably need more than 1 year. We're setting some guys up for a 3-year program because we have no idea how bad the ground is on chemicals, but we've got to get corrected biologically and bring the calcium up and or the phosphorus in some areas.
Okay. So you're very, very pleased with the program then?
Absolutely. I think we've got probably the best combination of products that I've ever worked with in my 40 years of working soils.
Okay, we're visiting with Michael Ehlers from Hartley, Iowa today. And Mike, you are a Brookside consultant. How many years have you been working with Brookside?
19 and a half.
Wow.
As a consultant and 28 years as a client.
Okay. So in your 19 years, 28 years that you've been looking at soils and soil products, give us your take on what you're seeing with the Soil Restore in terms of mycorrhizae fungi and its relationship, or even just Genesis calcium in general.
Well, one of the things I've learned over the years with standard soil testing is you can have balance the nutrients all you want, but it comes down to availability, and so we need to look at products that are releasing the minerals so the plant can actually take them up. And I've been searching a long time for different things, and I think the products that I've found with Nutri-Pathic, the Soil Restore, and the bacterial concentrate are giving us that stimulation of microbial life that we need. The relationship with the GSR calcium is that with any biological stimulant, if you have a high conductivity or salt content, you're not going to get the desired response out of your biologicals. And so the GSR calcium and the Nutri-Pathic complement each other quite nicely, to where the GSR is coming in and just naturally lowering that conductivity, lowering the salts, so you create a more hospitable environment